Hey everybody, this is Bill from Family Handyman. Going out and cutting a Christmas tree down has long been a tradition of my family. It's a great way to get outside and it's a great way to kick off the holiday season. You might think that going out into nature and cutting a tree down is not environmentally sound, but it's just fine. A real Christmas tree is totally biodegradable and you can recycle it in a lot of different ways. Whereas an artificial tree, they wear out after a decade or so and they're just going to end up in the landfill. So today I'll give you a few tips on how to select and cut down a tree on your own. Let's get started. So before you leave the house for the tree farm, check the weather, make sure that you're appropriately dressed. You want to be comfortable while you're out there, so you can have a good time. Get a tape measure, again, before you leave the house, and make sure you measure up the space where you want your tree, both the width and the height, and also check doorways to make sure that you can get it into the house easily. You can bring your own saw, but most places do have saws on hand, and sometimes they'll have sleds or carts to get the trees out, but it's not a bad idea to bring a tarp. You can use that to drag the tree out to your car, or if you're putting the tree in the car, you can line your car with a tarp and keep the needles from getting everywhere. It's also a good idea to bring some rope just in case the tree farm doesn't have what you need there to tie it down on the roof of your car. So before you head out on the tree farm to cut your tree, make sure you decide on what type of tree you want. Each tree is going to have a little bit different look. Their needles are going to be different. More popular varieties are balsam, Scotch pine, Fraser fir, and there's many others to choose from these days. Get a good sense of what you're looking for. Some have better needle retention than others. And look for it on the map. There's usually one at the tree farm, and then you can head out and hunt your tree down. Okay, well, I found a balsam pine here that I really like. It's pretty full all the way around. I might have to trim it a little bit. It's got an odd top, but we'll deal with that. Doesn't appear to have any bald spots or dead branches. And it's always good to check in the tree before you cut it down and make sure there aren't any birds' nests or critters hanging out in there. It appears to be the right height. I want to take into consideration the height of my stand, but I'm looking for something that's around 6 feet. So this is good. This is good. I think we'll go with this one. Make sure that you keep the stump low to the ground. That's what the tree farmer's gonna like. And be sure not to let the tree just flop over. You wanna make a clean cut that goes all the way through the bark so you don't tear or splinter the bark. That's best for the health of the tree when you get it in the stand. Good people at the tree farm here actually shook the tree out for us. They bagged it and they tied it to the top of the car, which is awesome because I didn't have to do any of that myself. If you are tying the tree to the top of the car on your own, do exactly what they did here. Just make sure it's nice and tight and secure, and make sure the butt is facing forward, most important. If you bring the tree home and decide not to put it in your stand right away, it's best to leave it outside. It'll do better that way, and give it a fresh cut before you put it in the stand. That always helps for the water to wick up into the tree once you're ready to decorate it. So I hope what you've seen today inspires you to cut your own Christmas tree. It's a great way to commence the holidays with friends and family. For more tips and holiday hints, visit us here at familyhandyman.com.